Hear this? Sounds like it's full of rocks and gravel. Even when I push the bolt forward, you can hear it grinding in there. When it grinds like that, that's caused from friction. Friction means there's probably iron, metal filings probably building up in here, causing a lot of wear and tear. Let me show you how to fix that. So let's get our tools together. I have a novice toolkit, taking my rifle apart. I have a flat, fine needle file. I have a half round medium file. You can also use this thing called a bastard file. Just make sure it files on the edge. I got me some WD-40, and also I got me some sandpaper. I got them in 3 grids, 500, 1500, and 3000. And we're gonna use this to polish off the metal pieces in the gun. One last thing we're gonna need, some Airsoft teching fuel. In my case, a little bit of Diet Coke. This mod will work on all VSR-10 based sniper rifles, including all the Novrich SSG10, SSG2496 designs, the JG Bar 10, the Toki Marui VSR-10, all of those it'll work on. I got my rifle apart, and these are the 3 pieces that I'm interested in. I got the trigger assembly, I got the upper receiver here, the part that your barrel screws in, and I also have your cylinder with the little slot in it. In the piece where your barrel screws in, there's 2 cylinder guides in here. We want to check those to make sure they're smooth. There's one here in the back that's built in, and that is very smooth. And also here in the front, there's a plastic one. And I pulled my plastic one out, run my finger through it, and I felt a little burr right here on the end. So I took my little needle file and I just rubbed it off a little bit to smooth it out, and now it's pretty smooth. What's happening inside your gun is between the trigger and the cylinder here. As your cylinder moves back and forth when you cock it, there's this little piece here that holds a spring guide in place, and it rubs against the cylinder here. As a matter of fact, if I look at this tall piece right here, I can actually see iron filings on a little spot where it's been rubbing on. So we're going to work on this slot, we're going to polish it, and we're also going to remove just a little bit of metal off of this piece here so it doesn't scrape on the slot on this cylinder. I can see where the cylinder is rubbing up against this piece on the trigger. So what I'm going to do is take the edge of my half round file, and I'm just going to file that away. Not much, just about 1 millimeter or about a 32nd of an inch on both sides of this little piece sticking up. I just finished trimming this away a little bit with my half round file. You can also use this flat file if you want. Just use the flat edge and gently scrape away some of the metal. Don't worry if it looks really rough right now, because we're going to use the sandpaper and we're going to polish it smooth. Now let's look at the slot here in our cylinder. Take your finger and rub against it, and you can feel how rough it is. Mine is really rough. As a matter of fact, right here at the top I got a big burr. So I'm going to take my little needle file and I'm going to reach in there and I'm just going to gently sand that off. I don't want to enlarge the slot. All I want to do is get rid of that burr. For the cylinder slot, I got all those burrs removed. I'm going to start with a piece of 500 grit sandpaper that I've cut in half. This is a piece of 500 grit, wet or dry. Cut it in half, fold that in half, fold it in half again. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to trim away this sharp edge right here off the cylinder, and I'm going to try to polish the inside edge of the cylinder. Don't worry about the little corners here. Your rifle never touches it. This, guys, is what a grown-ass man looks like, polishing the slot on a cylinder for a toy gun or plastic BB wars. Polish it for about 5 to 10 minutes and you will notice a huge difference. Man, that is really smooth. Next, take your 500 grit, and where you use the file here on your trigger, use that 500 grit to smooth that off. I tell you what, this 500 grit really polishes that trigger down, and you can really see where it was really rough from filing it. That 500 grit, after about 2 or 3 minutes, polished it right off. Once we're done with the 500 grit, take a piece of 1000 grit, cut the sheet in half, and do the same thing. Fold it in half, fold it in half, fold it in half, and now I'm going to polish this slot with 1000 grit and the trigger assembly. This is the glamorous side of Airsoft that nobody sees. You get to polish your cylinder. Same thing as before with this 3000 grit. Cut a sheet in half, fold it in half, and then half again. And you know what, to be honest, this piece of 3000 grit feels like a piece of typing paper, it's so smooth. I finished with the 3000 grit, and I can tell you right now, this is really smooth. It's really shiny. I have a little bit of an hourglass shape here on this piece. Next step is I want to clean this off. It's got a bunch of little bitty metal iron filings from all that sanding that we've done. How we're going to clean this off is we're going to use a rag, and I'm going to use some WD-40. I'm going to spray the WD-40 inside the rag, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this rag with the WD-40 and I'm going to wipe everything off to get it nice and clean. You see how dirty this towel is from all the little iron filings and shavings from sanding that caused. So make sure you get all that off. When it comes to removing the WD-40, it's okay if you just leave a light sheen on there. That won't hurt anything. Now let's reassemble everything and test it. Alright, mod's done. Let's test it. Wow, I don't know about you guys, but to me, that is frictionless. That's nice. I still can't get over this. Look at this. Man, that is like total frictionless right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Got another video you can watch up here, and I'll be looking for you in the field in my scope. Shreq out.